Hi guys, sorry I cannot be there today or tomorrow, but I want to get you started on a really fun web quest that I used to do with my middle schoolers, my sixth graders. I haven't done it yet with my fifth graders down here, but I think that you guys are my first class that I think could really conquer this and do a really great job with it. I have this online. I've had it on for about 5 years, and I have students from all over the country who actually complete this web quest. And if you check out the blog at the end of it, you'll see that they have really enjoyed it. And I just think you guys will do a great job with it too, and I think you'll really like it. What it is you're going to pick out the job that you think you might want to do in 10 to 15 years and research it a little bit. You're going to figure out what kind of schooling you have to have in order to get this job. Then you're going to figure out how much money you'll make a year and then how much money you're going to make each month. Once you know how much money you make each month, then you get to go and figure out how much it's going to cost for the car that you want, the house that you want. You're going to pay for your cell phone, groceries, any other bills that, you know, I have to pay for, your parents have to pay for every single month. So you're going to see what kind of cost of living is going to be like in 10 to 15 years based on the job that you have chosen, the career path that you have chosen for yourself. So in order to do that, you guys are going to kind of work your way through my web quest. The web quest you will find on mathbudget.weebly.com, and you really just have to follow the directions on each page, each little tab that you go to. So follow the directions carefully, follow the packet carefully, and then I just think you guys will have a good time with it. It's going to take a while to get through it. For the next couple days, you might just be able to research your job and then maybe find a house or an apartment or something wherever you want to live. That might be as far as you get on Monday and or Tuesday and Wednesday. But that's okay. We'll get there. If you want to work on your own time, that's fine. Some of you might fly through this project. And then at the very end, what we used to do is create a PowerPoint where it's kind of your bragging rights. So somebody will get up and show their PowerPoint, show everybody the job that you picked, the house that you picked, the car that you picked, what you're going to do with your free time, how much money you have left after all of that. It's kind of fun. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and show you what the website looks like. Uh, Hold on. Okay, so here is the website, mathbudget.weebly.com. This is just the welcome page telling you what we're up to. First thing you're going to do today is go to this tab right here, what kind of job fits your personality. So what kind of job will you be really good at? What will make you happy? Click on the picture below to help you find the best career for your future. So you'll click on that. And then just follow the directions up here. It says take this quiz to all about you to check out what truly interests you, not what others would like you to choose. So you'll pick some things out that really interest you. Like I really like art. I like drama, not your kind of drama, but acting and performing. I think that's super fun. I like food, but I really don't want to work with food. I love music. I love psychology. Um, Computer technology is kind of fun. I like English. We know that I love math. What else do I like? Technology. Next. What I like to do. Okay, so you guys get the idea. You're just going to kind of click through this and then hit quiz results. And it's going to give you some ideas about clear clusters. So education and training, that might be something that I would like to do. So this is a part that you don't actually have to do. If you already know what kind of job you want in your future, you don't have to go through all of this quiz. But if you don't really know exactly and you want to explore some things, then you know, definitely try out this one. This looks kind of interesting right here. Chemistry teachers. No, not that one. criminal justice and law enforcement teachers. That sounds awesome. Okay, so anyway, once you figure out what job you want, then you're going to do right here, you got to figure out what your monthly paycheck is. So you're going to come click on this little guy right here, and you're going to find your job. So let's say I want to be a police officer. So I'm going to figure out where that would be. Helping my community. That sounds like where I would find a police officer. Here we go. And then I'm going to find right here the 2015 median pay. That means the average pay that a police officer receives. They receive about $60,000 a year. Okay, that's really important. Right here is the number that I'm looking at. On your packet, it's going to ask you, what is your yearly salary? Right there is your yearly salary. So you're going to want to write that down. Now, also on your packet, it's going to ask you about your career. So you're going to find that right here. Police officers protect lives and property. Anything that you find that's interesting, you're going to write down on your packet. And then what kind of education do you need? You know, a lot of these jobs, you're going to have to go to college for that. And so you're going to have to read through here and find out what kind of college experience you might need. Some jobs, you don't need a college degree. So that's something else that you can research. Okay, so once you've written all that down, you have your yearly salary. You're going to come back here and figure out your monthly paycheck. This is the amount that you're going to base this whole project on. So notice there's all these little rules down here. You want to read those carefully. And if you notice, I've got this opened up to a second tab up here on the top because I have a feeling I'm going to forget what all of this is and I'm going to need to come back. So it says, once I click on here, I'm going to choose the state I live in. I actually live in Illinois, but we'll choose Missouri since that's where we all live. Type in your salary and the gross pay. So the gross pay is how much you make a year. And the pay period is annually. Annually means a year. Pay frequency is monthly. That means that once we get a job, we're going to get paid once a month. We're not going to get paid every week or every 2 weeks. We're going to get one big check every month. Number of federal allowances is 1. Everything else stays the same. And then our net pay is what we're going to use for this entire budget. So let's see if I remember all that. I'm going to click on here. All right. I'm not going to touch anything except for the things that I just talked about. I need to change this to Missouri. My gross pay was about $60,000. They don't want commas in here, so keep that in mind. $60,000. Gross pay type was annually. I make $60,000 annually. Pay frequency, we said, was monthly. And then number of federal allowances is 1. Everything else we're not going to bother with. We're not going to change, but we're going to come down here and hit calculate. It's slowly preparing our results. Here we go. Okay, so the net pay is $3,625.15. So that's how much money, if you are a police officer, the average police officer gets $3,625 or $626 every month. Okay, so you'll write that down on your monthly salary on the very first page. Okay, so next, if you have time today, if you don't have time today, then hopefully you have time tomorrow, you're going to come back to the first page here and go to where will you live. Okay, some of you might want to rent a house. Some of you might want to rent an apartment. Some of you might want to buy a house. I think if you have a college degree, you'll probably find that you'll be able to afford a house. So there's some important things to keep in mind here. It says click here to find out how much money you can spend on a house payment. Okay, so we're going to click here, and it says your annual income. Our annual income was $60,000. So I'm going to hit $60,000, and it says that I can afford a house that's about $250,000. So that's a pretty nice house. So now that I know that, I'm going to come back here, and I am going to buy a house. I'm not going to rent an apartment. I'm not going to rent a house. My parents always told me that renting an apartment or renting a house, that is just throwing your money away because you never get that money back. You're paying the landlord, and once you're done living in that apartment or done living in that house, you just move out. If you buy a house, then once you decide to move out, you put it on the market and you sell it. And if you sell it for more than what you bought it for, then you make a profit. You make some money off of it. So I have never rented an apartment or a house. So I'm going to buy a house for this project. Okay. And it said that I could afford a house that's about $250,000. So I'm going to come up here to price, and I'm going to come in here to $200,000 to $250,000. If it lets me. It doesn't like me right now. Okay, this is not being very nice. But you're going to click in here, or however much money it said that you could afford. Oh goodness, no, I don't have military experience. Okay, and then I can scroll through and find all these houses that are available that I could possibly buy. And then once I find one, let's say I like this one. This one's actually really cute. $234,000. So I can afford that. But what I'm going to write down is this number right here, estimated payment, which is $1,214. So I'm going to, let's say I go with this house. I'm going to, on the second page of my packet, write down everything that I learned about my house. And if I click on here, I'm going to find out some really cool things. I'm going to see some pictures. I'm going to see maybe it has a pool, maybe it has a a game room in the basement. There's lots of cool things that you guys might find in these houses. This right here will tell you all about it. French doors, that's fun. Newly remodeled bathroom, that's cool. Okay, and you can check out some pictures. You can save pictures to your computer if you would like, your Chromebook, so that you can use those for your PowerPoint later. Okay, so once you've told people about your place on your packet, it says how much is it monthly. So that monthly cost that we saw before was about, what did it say? $1,292. So then I will subtract that from the amount of money that I make monthly from the first page. And that should take you a good couple days to do that. All right. Make sure that you guys stay on task. Make sure that you work hard. When I come back on Wednesday, I would like for you to hopefully have found your job and where you live. Some of you might move a little bit quicker and you can go on to what kind of car you want to drive. I'm not going to go into that today because I feel like I've already talked enough. Just follow the directions on the WebQuest. Everything is printed out so that all the directions are on here. So if you want to move ahead, you'll be fine. Good luck. Have fun. Be good. Don't lose your field trips for the rest of the year. I will see you guys on Thursday.